Mud hit his chest. Cal didn't even look down. Me? I would have thrown the damn phone. When the Lamborghini spun mud straight across his father's name, she screamed at him, right into the lens. Camera still rolling. He didn't answer, didn't move, just reached for his phone, tapped record. The board was old, weathered, hand-carved in '75, now dripping sludge. A droplet hit the carved W. He blinked once, then shifted grip. Her friend laughed. Somewhere behind the car, a tripod blinked red. He watched it, then watched her, then lifted his phone higher. He didn't plan to speak, not yet. Let her dig deeper. Cal didn't own this land for what it was worth. He kept it because no one else understood why it mattered. He could have sold it 10 times over. Developers came with offers. City people waved brochures. Even his cousin said, "No one uses fences anymore, Cal." Cal didn't answer. He just repainted the lines. There's a mark behind the oak, faint red slash on stone, where his father drove the first stake, before GPS, before zoning apps, back when men carried deeds in glove boxes and remembered who loaned them tools. There's still a bent hook on the back fence. His mother hung towels there in summer. That hook's rusted now. But Cal sees it every time he walks the perimeter. That's why he walks it. So when she yelled, "It's just dirt, old man," he didn't turn, didn't flinch. Just gripped the brim of his hat tighter, not for her, for what she just stepped on. In his pocket, a paper, creased 100 ways, unfolded like habit. Land usage record, issued 1984, blue stamp, still clear. He never waved it around, didn't have to. That paper didn't defend him, it warned them. Cal had time, he always had time, because people like her, they move fast, post fast, break fast. But this land breaks last, and remembers longer. The board was turned, nails bent, face down in the weeds. It didn't fall, someone rotated it on purpose. The words "trespassers get recorded" and "stuck" now faced the wrong direction. Away from the road, toward the barn, like a joke. The car came anyway, white, loud, spinning dust across the soybean line. Its tires cut clean through the irrigation trench. Roots snapped, shoots torn. No knock, no call, just bass. A Bluetooth speaker coughing out trap beats like it owned the horizon. Laughter echoed behind the engine. One window down, 2 women inside, one in aviators, one with pink curls. Phone up, front camera facing them, the screen bouncing with filters. She shouted, "Let's go viral, girl. Nobody owns this shot hole." Cal heard it. From the porch. Didn't move, didn't blink. He looked at the tire marks now buried an inch into the soil his father used to rake by hand. He looked at the board, now half sunk, wood splintered at the corner. Not broken, but bent like someone didn't think it mattered. Down in the field, a tripod sank into the dirt, crooked, set fast, set shallow, like they knew they wouldn't stay long. Cal kept both hands in his pockets, watched, then stepped once off the porch. Boots hit the earth with a sound like someone marking a line. He remembered his mother planting wildflowers by that fence post. He remembered the year they carved Whitmore's side into the cedar boundary. He remembered it was never for sale, and now he remembered where the ground dipped, where water lingered longest, where clay hardened just enough to hold weight, before it swallowed it whole. But he said nothing. Not yet. Let them finish filming. Let them dig their own hole. Sometimes you watch people cross a line and wonder if anyone's going to say something. I've been there, watching quiet, watching too long, until it was too far. If this one hits close, leave a word, or stay for how it ends. He didn't yell, didn't step forward, just moved the sign half an inch deeper into the dirt. The words were still there, faded but clear. Trespassers get recorded and stuck. Nobody read it. They laughed right past it. Cal watched from the porch, still in the same boots, same hat, same stillness. But something had changed. A new camera now pointed toward the back gate, hidden behind a slat, angled low. He didn't tape signs, he didn't send warnings, he just prepared. The ground was soft from last week's rain. A new tire mark sliced straight across the sign's shadow. Still wet, still steaming. The laughter got louder, Bluetooth speaker blaring. One of them yelled, "You're wasting wood, old man!" Cal said nothing. He knelt once, pressed a finger to the dirt, straightened up, tapped the post twice. That's all. They thought he was retreating, but he was recording, measuring, setting lines. A kid on a bike rode past, holding a cardboard sign. Laws apply here too. Someone had drawn a stick figure in a cowboy hat. No one paid attention. Except California. His eyes followed the boy to the edge of the property. Then back to the tread marks. Then back to the lens. They thought he was giving up ground. He was doing the opposite. Let them drive. Let them laugh. Every tire, every frame, every inch, already counted, and soon accounted for. The next day they came back louder. Music up, hair done. A group this time. One carried a ring light. Another, a venti latte. They called it content. Cal just called it Thursday. He didn't block them, didn't argue. He simply moved the rope line 2 feet inward, into his legal easement, then staked it with new posts. White, plain, unpainted. Each one hammered with the same rhythm. They laughed again. "This isn't yours to fence, Grandpa." The taller one, the leader, looked into her phone camera and grinned. "Watch this." She kicked the rope, snapped it in two. Nobody cheered, but someone in the back lowered their phone. Cal didn't flinch, didn't even blink. He reached into his back pocket, pulled out one sheet of paper, folded twice. He didn't wave it around, didn't say a word, just placed it on the HOA meeting table that Friday night, right between the muffins and the monthly minutes. The header read, "Easement correction, filed 2018, updated 2020, stamped, approved, notarized, signed by Linda herself." Cal sat back down, hands folded. Someone cleared their throat. A neighbor, neutral until now, set her coffee down without sipping. She glanced at Cal. He didn't meet her eyes. He didn't need to. Then from the other side of the room, a voice tried to fill the silence. "We thought that part of land was abandoned." 2 beats of silence. Then everyone turned toward California. He nodded, just once. No smile, no speech, just the quiet collapse of certainty. The video, the kicking, the laughing, now framed by one small sign in every frame. Trespassers get recorded and stuck. And now, the stuck part made sense. They hadn't just crossed a line. They'd filmed themselves doing it, and no one, not even their friends, could look away anymore. The HOA called a meeting. Long table, cold chairs. Linda arrived first, papers stacked, lawyer on speakerphone. She didn't yell. She didn't need to. "This footage is harassment," she said. "This sign was meant to provoke. He blocked access. He'll be cited." No one looked at Cal. He stood, slowly, no folder, no voice raised. Just one item in hand, a blown-up image, matte printed, mounted on foam. He set it on the table without a word. In the photo, Linda's sister, standing ankle-deep in Cal's mud. The tire still spinning behind her, tripod blinking red. And behind it all, the sign, bold, centered, unmissable, trespassers get recorded and stuck. Someone in the back shifted in their seat. "How long's that sign been there?" The question came low, not from California. Old Mr. Denton raised his hand. 2 years at least. My grandson almost got clipped by a landscaping truck. Cal put it up the next day. Linda didn't respond, but her sister did. Reached for the cease and desist letter on the table, tried to fold it, couldn't. Her hands shook. The Zoom call was still live. Every square on screen saw it. No one blinked. Cal sat back down, calm, silent, no defense, no argument, just the truth, visible for everyone. The sign wasn't a threat, it was a mirror. They laughed at it, then walked straight into it, and now they were stuck, just like it said. The dust settled. No more meetings, no more letters, just quiet. Cal came out early, same boots, same jacket, no camera today. He walked the line where the tires had dug in, still visible, still deep. He didn't cover it. Instead, he knelt, pressed one new stake into the ground, right where the tread had sunk last. The sign stood again, same words, same wood, only now sealed under a clear resin. One detail added in the corner, barely visible, footage archived, permanently. A breeze cut across the field, plastic edge knocked once against the post. Click, then stilled. Behind him, the neighbor's dog barked once, low and dry, then stopped. No one came, no one spoke. Cal turned, took one step back, then stood behind the sign, not guarding it, just watching it, as if to say, the border is here, cross it again, and the silence will answer, not with noise, not with rage, but with proof. And after that, nothing more. Some don't fight to win. They fight to make sure no one touches what they kept safe for far too long. A fence post ages slower than a man, but it remembers longer. The wind still moves through that stretch of field, same as it did when the rope was red, when hands were younger, when rules were spoken, not written. Some things shift with time, roads, neighbors, power, but not the earth, not the way it holds memory, where someone stood, where someone stopped. The sign didn't change its message. It simply lasted longer than the noise around it. Cal never asked for silence. He just waited for it to return. Some learned, some left, some looked away. But one thing remained clear. The lines were never drawn to keep people out. They were drawn to remind us where we begin. Respect isn't loud. It doesn't chase, it waits. Until the moment someone steps too far and sees they were never supposed to. Some borders protect land. Others protect what's left of a person's patience.